In this debate, Siddharth Vardarajan, senior journalist, is joining me. Ami Yagnik of the Congress Party, Meenakshi Lekhi of the BJP, and Brijesh Kalappa is an advocate of the Supreme Court who made an appearance in the Press Club of India today as the lawyer for R.B. Srikumar, who had taken on the Gujarat government in another case. Thank you very much, Brijesh Kalappa, for joining me. Siddharth Vardarajan, Meenakshi Lekhi, and Ami Yagnik. Right. Now, first of all, let me come to you, Mr. Kalappa. What was, you came up in the case of defending your client, Mr. Srikumar, right, who was challenged by Meenakshi Lekhi in the case which we discussed last week. For our viewers who are coming into this debate a little late, how is what you are saying relevant in the overall context of the snooping scandal, which is now making the headlines every day?
No, why it is relevant is because of the fact that, Mr. Srikumar today revealed in the press conference that similar to what has been now alleged, that this lady in question, a lady by the fictitious name of Madhuri, was being stalked. In a similar fashion, Mr. Modi at the relevant point in time in 2002-2003 had requested Mr. Srikumar to actually do a similar surveillance and a snooping of the tapes of Mr. Waghela and of Mr. Keshubhai Patel. So this
which year and where's the proof? Show me the proof.
And perhaps this is...
Where's the proof?
No, the proof is in the affidavits filed before the Nanavati Commission by R.B. Srikumar.
No, proof is by whom? Where is the evidence backing it besides the affidavit?
No, like Mr. Srikumar has said today in his press conference, all these.
No, are you drawing the link? No, 1 second. Let's be clear. Are you drawing the link? Are you jumping on this development? This is not something which Mr. Sri. I had the opportunity to interview Mr. Srikumar at length last week. Okay, yeah. When he was taking on Mr. Nambi Narayanan. I interviewed him. He was in my studio for 45 minutes. He never mentioned anything about snooping. Now, this controversy, 1 minute, let me complete, Mr. Kalappa, let's be fair. This controversy, a snooping scandal comes up and your client jumps into a press conference in the Press Club of India. You field him and you are saying that, he was also asked by the Gujarat government to snoop. If he was asked by the Gujarat government to snoop, then why didn't he say so last week? Did he forget it? Is he having selective memory or did he have now, or was he having selective amnesia then when I spoke to him last week?
No, I'm sorry. I think you've got me wrong. No, this was a stray question which was asked at the press club, and I happened to be there, and that's how I heard it. And the question was asked that, there is this present snooping scandal, and because of this present snooping scandal, do you have anything to say? Have there been any earlier instances of such snooping? At which time Mr. Srikumar had this to say, and he said that, this is contained in his affidavit.
So the charge is that
before the Nanavati Commission,
what you're saying basically, we'll get Meenakshi to come back on that. What the case that is being made right now by the anti-Modi group is that snooping seems to be some form of not an occasional activity, but a pattern of irresponsible behavior by the Gujarat government. Siddharth Vardarajan, you buy that line? That seems to be the case being built up.
Look, I don't think we should try to extrapolate beyond the facts which are before us.
Yes.
And I think any wider debate, sure. I mean, we know that governments resort to illegal wiretapping of opponents and so on. This goes on all the time. The case at hand concerns the illegal surveillance of a young woman. And I think all these other examples, whether they pertain to 2002 or 2001 or 2003, pale into insignificance compared to the enormity of the stalking of this young woman by Amit Shah on behalf of Sahib, and the deployment of a large panoply of Gujarat police infrastructure to obsessively track this woman. So I think that it's, I don't know why, I mean, if Mr. Kalappa is right, he says there was a stray question. Srikumar mentioned that, yes, in 2002 I filed an affidavit. I don't think this should interfere in our discussion on the enormity of...
No, so Meenakshi Lekhi makes a point.
We need to remain focused on that.
Since this is the first time I've had you on this debate on the program, we're talking about it for 3 days. So before I go to the break, I'll take a short break and come
Yes.
back. I want a response from you, and then I'll take Meenakshi Lekhi's response, then come back. You see, the thrust of the cut and thrust of her argument has been that this is a private matter. It's none of your business. It's between the girl's father, Mr. Modi, and Amit Shah. And it is none of your business. You are not related to this family. Nobody is. And she says, what is it your business? Is Mr. Prashant Bhushan related, or is Siddharth Vardarajan related to this family? And today they produced, as you know, another letter has come out in which the girl's father writes to the National Commission for Women saying that, I do not want any investigation into the matter. So their whole thrust is it's a private matter.
Well, first of all, yes. See, first of all, this is not a private matter for the simple reason that you have the deployment of state police forces on a large scale and the minister involved. And if you listen to the recordings, it's very clear that what is happening is surveillance, snooping, stalking of this woman. And as a public official, Amit Shah owes an explanation. The police officers concerned owe an explanation. This is, in other words, the tape recordings disclose the commission of a crime, which is the illegal gathering of information on this woman. Now, in the case, so this is not a private matter. I can't comment on the father's particular point of view, but there's no shortage of instances in this country where crimes are committed and pressure is brought to bear on families, complaints are withdrawn. I don't think
there's pressure brought to bear.
Set too much store by that. Let's go by the facts, and I think information needs to be probed. That's all that I think one needs to say at this moment.
So
it's astonishing that we haven't yet heard from Mr. Amit Shah.
Yeah,
or from Mr.
what happened to
Narendra Modi
Mr.
or from
Amit
any
Shah?
Senior functionary.
We've been
of the
asking this
Gujarat
since
Police
yesterday.
Department.
What
It's essential that
happened?
They be
Is
given that they give their explanation for this.
Where is Mr. Amit Shah? Why is he not speaking? Has the party told him not to talk? Meenakshi?
Whatever be his decision, I think you should ask Rahul Gandhi to personally speak on Sukanya and various other cases. Where is she and what happened? And there are many such instances where you can ask Sonia Gandhi to speak on her degree. You can ask her about the affidavit she filed. I think you should ask them. And if you don't have the gumption to ask them, don't raise those questions.
Ami Agnik is responding. I'm going to the break in 30 seconds.
You're not letting me finish. I think we are
30
back to
seconds.
the fish
30
market.
seconds.
You do not have
Okay, Ami Agnik, your response will be on the other side. Your response will be on the other side of this. My question was, where is Amit Shah? My question stands. I'm taking a short break. Ami Agnik, your turn to respond on this debate will be on the other side. I'm taking a 180-second break. Ladies and gentlemen, please come back. This debate is only getting started on the News Hour.